poverty. You have to, yeah, poverty. You have to confine to poverty. You have to confine to chastity. Chastity means in the side of the category of men, you have to be like a virgin for your entire life. And then the third is obedience. So the only thing I think I would have really conformed to was obedience.
Hi everyone, I am Johnson Felix Mobi. Welcome to Afro Indian Connect TV, and I'm here with Mr. Emma from Uganda, close friend. So welcome sir to our TV, and may you please introduce yourself to our viewers, and then we kickstart our interview.
Yeah, as you have just said, Emmanuel Kamugisha from Uganda, a graduate in the undergraduate stage, electrical engineering, bachelor's of electrical engineering. And I'm actually glad to be here with you all. Yeah, I'm glad to be Mr. Jones.
Yeah, welcome sir, welcome. Okay, Mr. Emma, like you have been, you came here to India, but first of all, can you give us a brief introduction, like about what you've been doing at home, like here, before you come to India?
Okay, before I came to India, actually I was pursuing a bachelor's of engineering in mechanical. I was at Chambogo University in Uganda doing mechanical engineering, and I was having different things I was doing here and there as side jobs or hustle jobs, but yeah, that was basically my plan. Before I came to India, I was a student also.
All right. And what are your future plans, like your future aspirations?
My future plans, like history.
Like a dream future.
Okay, my dream future first of all was becoming a priest, a reverend Catholic priest, which actually.
Yeah, like imagine Pastor Emma. Wow, yeah. I really want to witness that one day.
Actually, I had gone 6 years into that same journey, but then being the only son at home, and also plus other many factors, because when you're becoming a reverend priest, you have to follow three, how do they call them? Like oaths. Poverty, you have to, poverty, you have to confine to poverty, you have to confine to chastity. Chastity means in the side of the category of men, you have to be like a virgin for your entire life. And then the third is obedience. So the only thing I think I would have really conformed to was obedience, but poverty and chastity. I don't really think I was going to back.
No, I understand you, bro. I really get you. So, like, moving from Uganda and then landing in India, I think it's different cultures, different everything. Tell us about your experience when you come here and then you landed at the airport and then you came, this is India, this is where I've always been wanting to study. What did you get?
Yeah, because it was from a long time ago, I think in 2019, my expectations were many. I had a lot of expectations and I made some. My first day of landing in India was actually a memorable day. I may say we came 3 Ugandans on the same plane. We were very many blacks before we like, you know, when you're coming to India, it's not like a direct journey. You just go on dropping off, and the plane we came in, actually, we were only 3 blacks, so the hassle started. The hassle of translating your English. Even if you're speaking your African English, there is Indian English.
They call it English.
Yeah, their English is really different. You don't have to be like this grammatical. You have to be like taxi.
You have to be a messenger, and need to pass a message.
It was really hard, but I really think from my own side of view, apart from climate and everything, I was hustling. I have been always a hustler, so I managed to match up everything. And also by the time when I was doing my priesthood journey, I was being trained to be a missionary. So everything went on.
All right, man. So talking about you coming to India to study, tell us about a brief like your view about the Indian education system. What can you say about the Indian education system?
If I compare it with my country, I may say the education system here is way more practical. Like if you want something, you will get it. That's the whole truth. If you want something in India with their education system, you will get it. But when you're used with your African education system or some other country's education system, the environment will not be that much favorable. Here you actually come to study at a university, you find yourself studying with students who are around 17, 16 years, and you're already 20 plus. So, you know, that age gap brings in like how they treat them. They still treat them as young kids, or they still treat them as immatures when you actually came. Like in my university when I was back in Uganda, I used to study with married people. I was actually one of the youngest in my country. And when I came to India, I was the
eldest.
father, I was the father of everyone. You understand? So it's really that challenging.
All right. Okay, bro. And continuing, what are your best experiences that you would say, these are my best experiences here in India?
My best experience is actually funny. Simple life, I may say. If you want to give yourself simple life, you will get it. I may say, if you want to, in India, you can learn anything at any free cost or at a cheaper cost. Traveling at a cheaper cost. Let's say you want to own a bike. In my country, if you want to own a bike, it will take you that. When I'm talking about a bike, I'm not meaning these small bikes. I'm talking about a sport bike. With little money, you can actually access it, like a vehicle, a car, phones, gadgets. It's really that way much accommodative for a person like me to handle or to get. So that has been always like the fun moment of time, traveling cheap. You can travel for 7 hours with no cost of traveling if you want to hustle on a train. But if you want to travel like a corporate, you that's like what?
So you've been like hustling sometimes on a train, like
on a train, you just go in general, you get these people who are here,
but you get caught sometimes. You get caught. All right. And what are your like harsh and then like worst experiences? Like you know, we always have good times, but we always say bad times don't last. But you know, there are those bad times, and then you feel like, oh my God, fuck, what happened here?
Yeah, one of my bad moments in India is when you happen to have a family problem and you cannot be there in person to see that sorrow, to experience it, to comfort your family members. It's always really bad. You just be on the phone communicating with them, and by the time you're alone in the house, you feel it is too much for you to handle. So that has been always like one of the strangest moments. And then the other thing is like Indian communication is really tough. And then one of the hardest moments I got is like I always slept morning, evening without knowing my residential permit ended. All of a sudden, 6 months, I have to pay a fine. I think if that is 10,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. So it was a lot of money in the time of need. You know, problems always come when you need something. You already need the money. You need to pay 10,000 for fine. Rent is due. Electricity bill comes in that moment. So it's always,
I can imagine, man.
It's always tough. Yeah.
All right. And if you're looking at the Indian system, Indian system in general, like not just the education system, the transport system, everything, like what would you say is that one thing that you'd say, or two, any things that you would like the Indians to change or improve on in order for them to like accommodate all the foreigners and African students, foreigners, everybody who comes to India? What would you say they should do? That one thing that they should do in order for us to feel accommodated?
I may say for the time I have been here and for the experiences I've got, in India they like bringing in rules and regulations just without first knowing how they are going to affect. Like, talk about their banking system. If you're like a foreigner, they will tell you like you're not allowed to deposit the money. That means if you withdraw $200 accidentally, or if your friend pays you the money that was like you were owing him, and then you have the money, you have to suffer, keep it in the bag, do all this. It's a new rule that was implemented, and I didn't find it fair. Then maybe I will not talk about much of the colleges, because for my college, English has been a priority. They have been teaching in a good way and everything. I may say about the Indian system, It's about you when you come. It's not your land. You have to adapt somehow.
You have to adjust
Yeah.
yourself.
The only thing I would say it is for the local people of the Indians. They have to learn how to live with different different races.
Yeah.
You know, like in times of like Diwali when they are celebrating their big days,
Yes.
which is like their Christmas.
Yeah.
They will do the celebrations, but when it comes to like you and they are cracking firecrackers on your door,
Yeah.
that thing, I will tell you the truth honestly, with the firecrackers, if you're like kind of a person who's having like heart issues and you're not used, you will get a problem. You will really get a heart attack.
Yes.
And now it comes like when you have a birthday party,
Yeah.
you just play some little music and they feel it from like coming through your door. They will come, baya, noise. So it's really funny how they can accommodate their noise in their own days, and then when it comes to your time, even when it is not too much, you know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You're destroying it.
I remember this time, we were talking about Diwali, like this time we were celebrating Christmas, and then they came like we were making noise for them, and then you remember like Diwali, how it is, how it's very nice around, everybody's feeling it, and then you come to yours, so you're like they should accommodate everybody.
Yeah,
like they should know we are all different. That's what
Yeah,
they
they
say.
should really understand that.
All right, Mr.